That's probably a bit too easy right there. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, nope. We got so much to talk about in today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. We got big news, the ultimate dog vlog. I need to update you guys on Oscar. Also, to the beautiful Ford execs watching today's video, I hope you're just chilling. I've never actually vlogged in this room. This is Nick's sort of like his contemplation room. This is sort of where he understands the meaning of life. Also, Nick plays the harp. So, yeah. Home security done right. I'm excited to announce that today's video has been sponsored by Simply Safe. Since the day I moved in here, I've needed a reliable home security system, a Ventador, Gallardo R8. There's a bunch of value down in that garage, and Simply Safe is gonna help protect that value. I love you guys. You've supported me for so long, and I cannot thank you enough. But I've been running into a bit of an issue, especially driving the Aventador, where people follow me home or then they show up unannounced. If you do know where I live, please don't show up. Please don't tell anybody where I live. But if you see me at a car show, if you see me at the gas station, come say hi. Take photos. You can sit in the car. I'll rev the Aventador. Like, come say hi. But when I'm at home, I just really appreciate if you'd respect my privacy. This isn't my house either. This is Nick's house, so you're respecting his privacy as well. Simply Safe is gonna help protect our privacy. It's an ultra reliable home security system. It's monitored by professionals 24/7. So in the event of an emergency, they'll call you. If police are needed, they'll send police. We're gonna install this today. You don't need to hire a professional. You can do it yourself. We're gonna do an unboxing. I already opened it up, but we're still gonna unbox. This is actually easier. This can detect if glass is broken. This will warn you about pending flood damage. We have a couple motion detectors. We have the SimplyCam video doorbell. We have another SimplyCam. We have these entry sensors as well. They're super small, tons of range. So we're gonna install this in today's video. We're gonna install this first. We're moving on up. This is the new doorbell. You got the camera right there. Instructions, step 1, we gotta turn off the circuit breaker.
Today's reading comes from the Simply Safe Setup Guide. Page 1.
I'm sorry. Anyways, so yeah, we gotta turn off the circuit breaker. What is that? There's a duck farm over here. What is that?
Ducks that fly all over the place.
Man, we're living in a pond right now, guys. Jeez. Doorbell has been installed. I've connected my phone to the camera so I can actually see it in real time. So if FedEx shows up, if UPS shows up, I can sign off for a package. If one of my weird neighbors shows up, I don't have to answer the door. And I'm probably actually the weird neighbor in the neighborhood, so if any of my neighbors are watching today's video, I'm not talking about you. Or am I? I think this is the perfect spot for the camera. We got great coverage of the entire garage. You can see the exit door as well as the entry door. The Gallardo is off at Makes and Models. We're gonna be picking it up tomorrow. Having this camera though, it's such a great peace of mind. We connected the base station and the keypad. I'm gonna say we're away. That means we have 59 seconds to exit the house. We're not actually gonna leave. I wanna show you what happens. So, fast forward 50 seconds. It thinks we're away, but I installed these entry sensors right here. By opening the door, it's alerted the Simply Safe system. Now we should enter our PIN number. If I entered my PIN number, we'd be good. We're not gonna enter the PIN number. Just wait, just wait. Whoa, whoa. Garage entry sensor triggered alarm. I'm gonna now put my PIN in, but obviously, well, I can't film that. That was probably the easiest home security install of all time. All the Simply Safe devices are ultra intuitive and they're really, really sleek. You don't even notice them around the house. There's a motion sensor in that back corner. They have thoughtful features. For example, let's say you accidentally leave the front door open. Simply Safe is going to alert you. Worst case scenario, you lose power, you lose Wi-Fi, you're still protected with Simply Safe. So if you're looking for reliable home security with no contracts, no hidden fees, and fair prices, be sure to check out that link in the description below, simplysafe.com/stradman. Like go check it out, like right now, go look. Do you guys remember about 2 weeks ago when I was in Colorado and I drove that 1988 and a half Lamborghini Countach? Do you also remember while driving that Countach what I said about my Ford GT application? The Ford GT is $450,000. If I don't get accepted for the Ford GT, maybe a Countach, that'd be sick. Like that, I just thought of that, that's amazing. It was never my intention to film this video. Back in December, I applied for the new Ford GT. Now that car base MSRP is 450 grand, but with any sort of options, it's easily approaching $500,000. Now I should hear back by March 7th whether or not I've been accepted to purchase the new Ford GT. Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking as of late, and I sent off an email to the Ford executives, and I'm gonna read it right now. So, I apologize for the inconvenience, but I would like to remove my application from the Ford GT selection process. Aww. After much consideration, I am not best suited for ownership. Please let me know if there's anything else you need from me. Please, if you could, send confirmation receipt of this email. Aww. Hypothetically, let's say today I received a letter in the mail from Ford and they accepted my GT application. Hypothetical, this is purely hypothetical. Realistically, I don't think I had like the greatest chance to get a GT, but I wasn't a front runner, but I had an outside chance. But hypothetically, let's say I received the letter approving my application. If I decided that yes, I wanted a Ford GT, Ford requires that all new GT owners put down a 50% deposit. Base MSRP is 450 grand. I would be required to put $225,000 down on this Ford GT. Now you're thinking, oh great, the GT would arrive in a couple weeks. I wouldn't actually take delivery of that Ford GT for at least a year, if not 18 months. So I'd have $225,000 tied up in a car that is not in my garage, that I won't see in my garage for over a year, I can film no content with, and I can generate absolutely no revenue from. So that's option A, buy a $450,000 Ford GT that I won't see for a long time. That's option A. Option B, with that same $450,000, I could buy a Lamborghini Murcielago LP640 Roadster. I could also buy a Ferrari Challenge Stradale. I could sell my R8 and buy a Ferrari FF. I could also 6x6 my Wrangler, and I would still have cash left over. So that's option B. Option A is a brand new Ford GT. It's a pretty obvious choice for me. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. What would you do and why? The why is critical. To be completely 100% truthful with you guys, I would rather have an 0506 Ford GT than a brand new Ford GT because hashtag save the manuals and hashtag save the V8. If there are any Ford execs watching today's video, thank you so much for your support. Be sure to smash that like button. And like you guys, like there is no doubt, you guys were looking sharp. When I was telling you guys you were looking sharp, you were looking sharp. So hopefully someday there is an 0506 Ford GT in the garage and maybe even a Ford Raptor. More to come. Explaining the other cars I could buy instead of a Ford GT was the best way I could kind of convey why I've removed myself from the selection process. Now, no, I am not going to be filling my garage with a Mercy and a Challenge Stradale anytime soon, but this is a big step in my life. I want to try to get some form of property moving forward. Now that I'm not getting a Ford GT, I'd like to take that money and invest it into some form of property, either in the form of a house or a warehouse. Now, if I bought a house, that would of course be my new living situation, whereas a warehouse would almost become a new YouTube studio. So there's a house I want to go look at today, and there's also a warehouse I want to go look at today. So that's actually where we're headed. It's been a long day. We need some snacks. We need hydrated too.
A little bit of vitamin A, B, C, D, all the way zinc especially. Don't forget.
Definitely need the zinc. Where's the La Croix? Is there any La Croix? How's the zinc?
So good.
Is it good?
So good.
Yeah, lots of zinc in that pepperoni cheese stick. I gotta be honest, guys. For gas station pizza, that was amazing. We are climbing way up into the mountains. There's actually some people snowboarding or sledding up there. This place is sick. We're at a highly undisclosed location somewhere in the beautiful state of Utah. Jeez, that's probably at least 8 feet. Is that the house?
I think that's it.
No, that's not the house. We're definitely chasing views on views. Whole view over the Salt Lake Valley. This is beautiful. So this house is like 6,000 square feet, which is massive.
No. 6,600. Round up. It's like 7,000.
But most importantly, it has a 5-car garage, which that's what we're here for. The garage door height isn't that crazy. Nick is 6'6". It's probably 8 feet.
I'd say less than 8, 7.5.
7.5. But this whole area where all this snow is, like there's actually concrete. So the 6x6, wait, I'm not supposed to say that. The Wrangler could go right there. So. Man, look at that camera. Man. This house is incredibly sick. I mean, just check out these views. We've got Lone Peak way out there in the distance. Oh, I like this place. All right, now we're gonna go check out the warehouse. I really like that house, but I was just discussing with Nick, it would take me like 35 or 40 minutes to get to Taco Bell to get my chicken quesadilla. That is something you have to consider though.
It's too long.
The observant viewer is gonna note that this warehouse isn't even close to being done. I just had a meeting with the realtor. He told me it should be done in 45 days to 60 days, so roughly 2 months, this will be complete. They're 3,500 square foot units, and they're $3,500 a month. Kids, if you're watching today's video, don't ever be like me. It's like an ice skating rink in here. 3,500 square feet, $3,500 a month. I mean, I could park so many cars in here. We're talking at least 15 or 20 cars. Obviously this isn't done, the house is done. What do you think? I wouldn't be renting this entire space. This is like 8 units that are 3,500 square foot each. So divide this area by 8. I think I could probably fit like 15 cars in here. There's also room for a second level, or I could put like a rock climbing wall. So many options. I'd be renting this space, whereas I'd be buying the house. What's better? In the comments below. As cool as living in a 6,000 square foot house sounds, I honestly feel like I'd be pretty lonely, whereas right now, Nick is a huge part of my social life. Maybe the biggest consideration, if I rent out this warehouse for $3,500 a month, every year I'm dropping 42 grand and I'm not gaining any equity, whereas if I buy a house every monthly payment, I'm gaining equity in the house. The perfect example, these guys are following me right now home in the Aventador, so yeah. Don't be like them, please. Thank you. Emailing Ford wasn't easy, but I think getting property makes a whole lot more sense. So, warehouse or house? What do you think in the comments below? If I did rent the warehouse, I would still live here with Nick, which is huge because obviously Nick is one of my best friends. And then all the cars would be moved to the warehouse so then he could park all his cars in here. So what do you guys think in the comments below? Having this peace of mind is amazing. Being able to see the garage at any point, no matter where I am at in the world, knowing the cars is safe is sick. I've always wanted to have one of these signs. I feel like a true baller now. Let's go put it in the ground. I feel like right here is a good spot. I've always wanted one of these in my yard. For some reason, a stake is just an added level of security. All right. That is going to effectively end today's video. One last shout out to today's video sponsor, Simply Safe. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, like squad, be sure to smash that like button. But just like that, this vlog is over, and I'm out.